Good morning, everybody. Cheers. This is the Trader Joe's pumpkin spice, I think. It's one of the greatest creations to ever grace the earth. Welcome to a very spoopy video. I'm just kidding. I am going to be doing a combination Ordinary Foundation First Impression / Salem vlog. My boyfriend and I are big Halloween fans. We love spoopy stuff, except I don't like haunted houses or walks or anything where you're actually there. I can watch on TV and I can be a part of it, but I just can't experience it because I'm a big baby. But anyway, I ordered this foundation, the Ordinary Foundation, and I got some skincare as well, and I figure, hey, I want to try it out for the first time. I want to share it with you, and also, like, let's share our experience in Salem. So I'm just gonna jump right in because I'm very good at talking and this could easily become 800 hours long. So anyway, I started with an Ordinary Foundation, serum this morning. I clearly haven't had enough coffee. And so I've seen some reviews on this, but not a ton. I've kind of tried to keep myself neutral because I just want to have my own experience. So I'm gonna start off with the Ordinary High-Adherence Silicone Primer. This is so real, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm like getting my crusties out of my eyes as I'm talking to you. So this is supposed to be good for dehydrated skin. I looked online and they have a bunch of different, like, oh, there's a thing on this. I have to get that off. But it says that this is good for dehydrated skin. Their routine included a hyaluronic acid thing I got, as well as another thing that's like a plant-based something or other. There's one other primer or serum that I didn't get. And I didn't realize that I missed it, so if I feel like I'm missing it, then I'll get it, but ooh, this feels really smooth. It feels like a nice moisturizer, like a nice hydrating moisturizer. I'm not really gonna go underneath my bangs because I just find that putting stuff under there usually just makes them greasy, and that's really not the goal. Ooh, so as you start to kind of rub it on and it dries, it feels more powdery. Feels really nice. Okay, so moving on to the foundation. I don't know if you can hear that. Super, super liquidy. It's a serum foundation, lightweight formula. I have read or heard that this is a medium coverage, but that it does build. So I'm gonna use my Eco Tool sponge and apply that. It says to shake before use, dispense a small amount into the palm or back of your hand, and then to smooth onto the skin. So, by the way, the packaging's plastic. It's not super luxe, but this is also like a $6 foundation online, so can't really go wrong with that. And I don't know if my pump's broken, but nothing is coming out. Oh my God, that just took like 800 pumps, but it's finally out and it's really runny. So I'm just gonna take the sponge, go straight onto the face. I had a super guess on the color match, so I hope that this works. Just so you know, I have the shade 1.2N, which is light neutral, which is what I tend to get. This actually looks like a very good color match. So good for me. I'm gonna high five myself. This is spreading really nicely. So my big problem areas are around my nose. I feel like foundation always breaks up on my nose and looks super dry. So that's what I'll be paying special attention to. Otherwise, as this is applying, the coverage is really nice, especially for how thin the foundation is. I'm surprised. But I'll zoom you in so you guys can take a look at each side of my face. So this is the side with the foundation on. It's pretty dewy looking. I think this is supposed to be a semi-matte. And then this is my face without foundation on. So I have, you know, redness. It's just generally kind of uneven. I don't have terrible problem skin. I don't have acne or, you know, like a ton of texture or anything. So those are things to remember. So I used about 2 pumps on this side. So I just put 2 pumps on my hand to do this side, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. But I can try to build it up a little bit and see what it does. I'm gonna take some too, just make sure I hit right under here so that I don't look like I'm wearing a mask. This foundation just seems to go and go and go and go. Okay, so just because I know that it is the one area that I care about the most, I'm gonna hit my nose with a second layer and see what it does. This builds really nicely. It doesn't like cake up or anything. I think because the formula is so thin, I need to get like right in there in the nostril. All right, so I'm gonna give this a minute to dry down before moving on with my base. All right, it's been a minute. I'm gonna check out the foundation up close in my little Dose of Colors mirror. So it does look a little heavy in the nose area, and a little shiny, but I can live with that. I don't mind a little shine. I'm just gonna try to buff that out a little bit with the sponge because I feel like that is not gonna wear away nicely later on. Overall though, it covered really well. So far so good. I am going to move on with the base. I just want to highlight a couple things that I've been enjoying. The Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain. I've been loving this. I've also been loving this Essence Blush in the shade Satin Love. It's just a really nice, easy, everyday shade. It's pretty neutral, so it goes with a lot of different things. I've also been loving this highlighter combination, and it's probably one of the bougiest things in the whole world, but I ordered the Dose of Colors Fuego highlighter, and it's just a little too dark for me, so I've been mixing it with Becca Pearl. This is the Jaclyn Hill like special edition. It's Champagne Pop Blushed Copper and Pearl. Champagne Pop Blushed Copper and Pearl. So I've just been like putting my brush a bunch in the Dose of Colors one, and then like just tapping on top of Pearl and tapping it off and applying it to my face, and it's so pretty. So I'm going to try to do that really cool thing that Sharon Farrell does where she like claps and her makeup is done. Let's see if it works out. Also, now that I'm looking at this foundation a little bit more, I think it is still a good color match. I hope that it doesn't change. It looks like a tiny bit dark or pink. I don't know, you guys tell me. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do that really cool thing, and if it totally fails, then editing will show that. Okay, ready? Editing me, did I do it? All right, so this is the makeup we have for today. So I did, just really quick rundown. I did a honey bronzer by The Body Shop. I did that Essence blush I was talking about. I did the Dose of Colors and Becca highlighter combo. On the eyes, I have the Tartellete in Bloom palette, as well as, I think I used Noli, which is this bronze color on the lid. It got like kind of nighttime, but whatever, it's Salem. And then on my lips, I have Kat Von D Project Chimps. It's a really nice red, it's pretty deep. I actually totally forgot that I have a gray liquid lipstick that I totally should have worn today. But this eye just like would not work with this eye, so I said screw it, I'll wear it another time. So anyways, I'm going to blow dry my hair, and actually maybe I'll just let it air dry. Doesn't look too bad, and throw on some clothes, and then we're going to head out, and I'll take you along with me. Oh, and so far this foundation is looking, all right, it's 10:23 now. Let me just look at how everything's looking. So now that I've applied everything else, I also use the setting spray. I use the Urban Decay setting spray. Things look pretty good. As long as they stay this way, I'll be super happy, but I know that things are going to shift, so. Even my chin looks pretty good. Usually I have some like redness and stuff on my chin, but I did put a little bronzer over my nose because I feel like I needed it. And yeah, the color match, I think it's still pretty good. So yeah, so far so good. Let's hit the road. Alright, so as you guys could see in that last clip, it looked pretty good. Things were going pretty well. I was outside pretty sweaty and it was so incredibly busy in Salem. I'm sorry if this is really echoey or in my bathroom now, because I think this is the best place to get light. So just want to show you how the foundation has held up, so I'm going to take my glasses off. Usually I have some marks, and that's to be expected. But I think for the most part, this foundation really held up. It looks really nice still on the bottom half of my face, even on my cheeks, everything kind of held up. But I want to zoom you in around the nose. So like I said, it's to be expected that foundation will wear away where my glasses go, but on the nose itself, foundations usually do this on me. They kind of break up and wear off. I blew my nose only one time, so it is kind of disappointing that it came off even with that primer. But overall, I'm super happy with this foundation. I do think that the color is not right. There's something a little bit off about it. You could really see it in the daylight in the clip a little bit before this. You could see that it looks a little pink, but that's nothing I can't fix with a couple drops of another foundation. So overall, I think for like $6, this is a really nice foundation, especially for dry skin. I have seen some reviews for oily skin and it didn't hold up so well on those people, but for dry skin people, I think this looks really nice. Worked well with a sponge. I'll have to try it out with a brush and see how that goes, but overall I'm pretty pleased with this foundation. Also, side note, I didn't reapply my lipstick all day and I think it's doing pretty well. Oh, I meant to tell you guys, wait, let me get the time. It is currently 7:22, so this is after 9 hours of wear, which is pretty good. Usually on a typical day I wear my foundation for a little bit longer than this because I am getting ready for work about 7 a.m. So I do wear my foundation for a little bit longer than this, but this is still really good, and I think that it will look really good on the days that I wear it to work. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of combo vlog / first impression. If you guys want to go check out my blog, amberraybeauty.com. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'll leave all the links down below. Please let me know if there's anything you'd like to see, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!